Was 2009 in London. The population was not as big as it is today. The population has since risen since then, and the price of rent has quadrupled in price. And also, the people receiving assistance haven't been given increases. Here's their plan that they were doing to remove the homeless encampments. As you can see, the city went in there and removed people's belongings and threw people's belongings away along with the cops. And this fucking stupid conservative cunt, she's nothing but a fucking goof. She has nothing good to say. She's just a wealthy fucking middle class fucking goof. She stands on the side of the Crown Law pigs. They blame the homeless, but they have no solution for housing or to lower rents or give people increase in assistance. So all they do is blame people with addictions and people that are homeless down there. This guy's down here spinning stories. He's always down there spinning the story to shift the blame onto the homeless people. And he works for the Crown Lovers. And the pigs just stand there and watch it because they get paid to watch it and to remove people and arrest people. It's pretty sickening. This is how they treat the most vulnerable people. If you ever have a loved one die in a homeless encampment, you'll see what I'm saying about how they're treating people. If it wasn't for the homeless, these businesses wouldn't even be open. People that get their checks go to your dumb businesses and spend money. So if it wasn't for the homeless, your businesses would be closed, lady. Stupid fucking cunt. They just throw people's belongings in the garbage. People's personal belongings. How would they like it if we went to City Hall? How would they like it if we went to City Hall and threw away their belongings? And we went and threw away their office equipment and start taking their filing cabinets out and throwing it all away in the garbage. How would these fucking goofs like it if we went to the police precinct and we started ransacking the precinct of all its files and started throwing everything away? You'll see a lot of them do that with their vests. They like to do that to pump themselves up like they're a big man. A lot of these cops are on prescription drugs themselves and they drink alcohol. They're just throwing people's belongings away. If that was their belongings, they wouldn't like it. This broad needs to resign. She's ignorant, she's rude, and she has nothing good to say. She's an old conservative from way back. She needs to go back and live in her time period of delusion. Seeing if they would bring back the housing, they would be able to have their streets look like they want to. They'd like to get rid of all the homeless and go back to this. Well, if you had housing, it wouldn't look like that. If you had help for people with addictions, it wouldn't look like that. It'd look like this. But your city hall, including the lady that we just seen on the TV, is delusional. She thinks incarcerating the homeless is what's going to make it go back to this. She's an idiot. Does Miss Counselor Stevenson realize that the provincial government and federal government is creating new homeless people, students that are homeless every day? A lot of the homeless that are down here are not these hippie people that you're talking about or crackhead people that you're talking about. I'm sure there's the odd crackhead or there's the odd pillhead and there's people with addictions, sure, but they're not all that way. You're painting a picture that isn't true, lady. We want to go back to the old 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s. We're not going backwards, we're going forwards in time. If you want to go back to this, you got to create housing. They work for the crown. They work for the Queen of England or the King of England, the self-proclaimed ones. That's who they work for. They have no authority over anybody. The situation will remain the same until you create housing. End of story.